On a crisp autumn morning, Emily found herself standing at her kitchen sink, staring blankly at the dripping faucet. It was the least of her concerns, but in this moment, it became the focus of her frustration. Her husband, Jack, had promised to take care of it 2 weeks ago, yet here it was, still dripping its maddening, rhythmic plop. Emily and Jack had been married for 5 years, and in that time, they had settled into a comfortable routine. Both were creatures of habit, but Emily was particular about certain things. Her books organized alphabetically, and her kitchen counter always clutter-free. Jack, on the other hand, was more relaxed, sometimes to the point of neglect. The faucet was just the latest in a series of small promises that Jack seemed to forget almost as soon as they were made. Emily knew it wasn't intentional. Jack truly loved her and was committed to their relationship. Still, these little things piled up, and today, faced with the dripping faucet, Emily found her patience wearing thin. With a sigh, she decided today would be different. She would fix the faucet herself. As she rummaged through the toolbox, she couldn't help but replay the phrase that had become all too familiar in her mind. Petty or justified? Was she being petty for holding on to these minor grievances? Or was she justified in wanting her husband to pull his weight? Emily's thoughts wandered to last week when Jack had left his dirty socks on the living room floor. She had picked them up, muttering under her breath, and had forgiven him almost instantly when he came home with an apology and flowers. Was her tolerance merely enabling his forgetfulness? She couldn't decide. She tightened the wrench on the faucet, listening to the satisfying silence as the drip ceased. With a sense of victory mixed with uncertainty, Emily realized that in fixing the faucet, she also faced a choice in her marriage. Would she continue to address these small issues herself, or would she confront Jack and emphasize the importance of these promises? That evening, as Jack entered the kitchen, Emily felt a surge of determination. Petty or justified, she thought it was time to communicate. Placing herself behind the counter, she smiled and simply said, "We need to talk." And in that moment, she knew the next steps in her marriage would be shaped by understanding, communication, and the balancing act between petty grievances and justified expectations.